After being one of the hottest sectors in the whole stock market for ages, many red-hot biotech stocks started getting slammed 5 weeks ago, and since then, the group has lost some of its sex appeal, as we saw again today. However, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the more established, high-quality biotech companies themselves, many of which have become relative bargains here. Take BioMarin, the best orphan drug developer in existence, with a stock that's made us some monster gains over the years. BioMarin develops enzyme replacement therapies for rare genetic diseases. They already have a number of drugs on the market, but it's the pipeline that makes me salivate, including a phase 3 breast cancer treatment, a drug to combat dwarfism, and most important, Dwarfism for Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which the company just submitted for FDA this very morning. So let's dig deeper with Jean-Jacques Bienaimé. He's the CEO of BioMarin Pharmaceutical. Find out more about his company's prospects. Mr. Bienaimé, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thank you.
Got some big news.
Pleasure to be here.
Got some big news. This Dwarfism rolling NDA submission to the FDA for Duchenne muscular dystrophy. What does it mean, and what does it mean for children that have this?
No, I think this is great news. We had announced that our target was to file, complete the NDA by the end of this month, and we're done. It's great news for these patients. Muscular dystrophy is as you know, progressive fatal disorder that affects close to 100,000 patients in the world. And this is the first drug ever filed for this disease, which I think will potentially bring relief to some of those patients. And we're only addressing with this drug, about 13% of the disease, but that's about 10,000 patients in the world.
Okay, why has this been so difficult? Because we know they've been trying to work on it for years. And is it because of your enzyme science?
I don't know. I don't know if it's because of our enzyme science, because this is some kind of a different approach. But I would say it's because of our understanding of how to develop drugs for rare and ultra-rare disorders, how to manage endpoints, which in this case is 600 walk distance, how to interact with regulatory authorities to get those drugs approved, and our laser focus on those kind of therapies.
Okay, I like to talk about the other ones that are on the come here. Dwarfism, which is another incredibly difficult, terrible disease. You've got something in the pipe for that.
Yes, we have a drug in phase 2 trial right now, and we are on track to communicate the data of this phase 2 trial in patients at the end of June. By the end of June, we're very excited about this program, in the sense that because this is for a disease called achondroplasia, which is the #1 cause of human dwarfism in the world. There's no approved therapy today. We have great data in achondroplastic mice that have the disease, where we turn those mice into normal mice. And we have actually data in monkeys where we show that we can make these monkeys grow taller.
And now, you've got something else that I thought was a little bit different, but I know you still do some niche work for breast cancer, a particular kind of breast cancer that a lot of people feel if they have the gene, it's fatal.
Yeah, so yeah, we have a drug, it's a so-called PARP inhibitor that is being studied right now for what's called BRCA mutated metastatic breast cancer. BRCA, which is a mutation that is results in a pretty aggressive tumor. Actually, this is the reason why Angelina Jolie made the news when she had a double mastectomy.
She had this particular kind of gene.
She has this particular mutation, and she knows that if she did unfortunately get the disease, she would have a very aggressive tumor to deal with. And this is a drug we're developing for that specific mutation.
How big a market could that be?
BRCA mutated breast cancer is only about 8% or so of the breast cancer. So
that's still a lot of people.
That's still a lot of people, but that's orphan definitely, and close to ultra orphan. Yeah.
Now, one of the things I like about your company so much is that you go after diseases that can be just incredibly fatal and stop them. Batten disease, I know it's one form of it, but you have something early on that you're saying is showing good results.
Yes, we have. We started the clinical trials actually in the beginning of in September 2012. So we have emerging data that shows that potentially it appears that the drug might be stopping the progression of disease. This is a very devastating disorder. Kids are born with this mutation. They go from normal to a vegetative state where they are bedridden, they can walk, they can talk, they can hear, they can see, and they die by age 12. And we have a drug here that apparently stops the progression of the disease. We need more data, but we are more and more confident that we'll be able to potentially file with this study, which is a phase 1/2 study, which will become the pivotal study, hopefully by early next year.
Why do you think people always rumor you as a takeover target, even though what you have said to me over and over again, you want to become one of the great drug companies that would end it if you did?
Yeah, I think those rumors have been going on since I joined the company almost 10 years ago. I think it's because orphan disease is hot. We've been successful. We've shown that you can develop a successful company focusing on those kind of disorders. Big pharma needs new drug, new potential future revenues. That's why we've been rumored. But we have over $1 billion of cash. We have growing revenues. We have 5 products on the market, and one of the greatest pipeline in the orphan drug business.
Well, it would be a shame if you were taking over, because I think you have multiple years of growth. That's Jean-Jacques Bienaimé. He's BioMarin CEO. Thank you so much for coming on the show, sir.
Thanks, Jim. Take care.
Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.